Hello and welcome back to No Man's Land for this next installment of our survival let's play. You've seen, if you look up in the right top hand corner, we've skipped 2 months, so basically we skipped January is what we did. And we're minus 2,852 euros. The reason we skipped December, is because the prices of the crops we have just kept going up. 2 of them are on the way back down now. However, they've peaked. They were better than what they were yesterday. So we're going to quickly get in the stire started up, which would help. Because I've just before I come on, I thought I haven't looked at the used machinery for a couple of months. And that's there, which is an absolute bargain if I can get there in time. I need to stop messing about. I need to ditch that. Ditch that. We probably won't do any field work today, I wouldn't have thought. Maybe some fertilising, possibly. But today is all about getting back on track financially. I need to get them out. I forgot about them. Still got the fertiliser in the back. Right. The barley we do need to keep some. What we're going to take first? We'll take the oats first. I don't even know what the capacity of this is. 12,000. So we're going to have to come back for a bit more of that. Right, let's get up there. I'll jump to when we're further up. So just getting to the store. This is really, over the next sort of 10 minutes or so, this is going to show whether it's been worth it or not. Because if we can make some decent money here and get the equipment in order how we need to, then we can really get back on track. Right, 7,500. I'm going to quickly drop this off in here and get it sold and get the other one bought while we can. See what we can get for this. Anything over 8. Right, that's his 10. Repair it. So I'm going to get just under 11 grand back for that. We will sell that. And then we will... That's 8721 and it's 66% off as well. It's got a massive tank compared to the other one. It's a lot heavier. It's the same width. Or it spreads the same width, sorry. And it's got a cover on. So 8,721. It's just a no-brainer. So we'll get that tucked back down. We're on the right side here. Right, we'll get this truck back down. We will get the rest of the oats, and we'll jump back up to here. So we've got just under 5,000 litres of oats left. That's all going in. I think it's clear now we're going to have enough to buy the seeder that we want, so the next time we come up, as long as I remember, that'll be on the front and we'll get that sold while we can. Because like I said in the, I think it might have been even the title of the last video, that we will never ever use that seeder again. And I'm sticking to that. Even though I would love to buy, I'd love to get a weeder, I'd love to get a roller, a stump grinder, all these things we need, but we cannot go on with that seeder. It's just sucks too much power out of the tractor. Right, we'll get back down. We will go with the sorghum next. 2 seconds. Right, 12,100 litres of sorghum, and we're getting 536 for this. I thought we might have got a little bit more for sorghum, to be honest. Upwards towards 600, but I think anything over 5 is decent, isn't it? Get this tipped. Just under 6.5. Do you know what? I mean, I know we had one payment of sorghum right at the beginning of the series, didn't we? Where we had to sell to stay afloat, basically, from what I remember. But I mean, waiting for these prices has definitely been worth it. 100% been worth it, and we've still got crop to sell. Right, let's go and get rid of this. We will not repair it. We'll sell it for 1,105. Right, that takes us up to 17.5 grand. And again, we'll go and pick the rest of the sorghum up. Right, last of the sorghum. Just under 5 grand's worth. Again, 5,000 litres worth even. Is this going to take us past 20? I think it is, isn't it? Just. Yep. Right. The next one will be our final run. Because it'll be the barley and it won't be all of it. So we will jump to that. Right, we're back on just as I'm leaving the farm. There's just a couple of things that I wanted to sort of talk through. I'll try to stay on the road as well. So we've got just under 11,000 litres of barley. That leaves us with 1,300 litres back at the farm, which would be more than enough because one of the fields I'm going to plant with barley, and the chickens aren't taking overly much anyway. The chickens, I need to have a look, but we've had 14 chicks. Sorry. I don't know if I'm going to be able to sell them for that or not. Like, I'm going to have to go back and have a look. because that might be something worth. I know it's a tiny amount, and I get that, but every little helps, doesn't it? Would it be worth just having them chicks grow to adult and then help with the egg production? Or would it be better off selling them and just however long it takes? I didn't even see what the production rate was. Might be every 2 months. Looks like it is. Whether just to keep selling the load every couple of months. Right, last load of crop to sell today. I like that. Just over 24 grand. So 3,877 for nearly 11,000 litres of barley. We were selling that at, I think it was something like 354, 353, which isn't bad at all. Right, I'm gonna have a look at a couple of things off camera. See how long we've got left on this video, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back on. There's a couple of things that we're gonna do. We are gonna go and refuel this, and I need to get some. I don't know why I've left the trailer up there. I need it closer. Right, refuel this. We're going to go into Cedars and buy this Amazon D830. 10 grand, 1,000 litres, requires 85 horsepower and 3 metres in width. So we'll buy that. We're going to buy, while we've got the money, we're going to get 2 bags of seed. And we need fuel for the 6105. So we'll get 4 of them. Right, we'll get this picked up, get it filled. Because what I've done in the meantime is I've not changed it back to ×5. What I've done in the meantime is I've used the 6105 to cultivate fields 1 and 4. They were the 2 that we got. I think it was sorghum off both of them. It was sort of the last harvest we did. These in here. So what I think we'll do for the rest of the video is, while I think what I'm going to spend the rest of the money on, we'll go down and we might as well cultivate them two fields, get them underway, and test out, see how this new seeder works. I'm sort of keen to know as well if I'd be able to just use, not that I'm going to get rid of it, but if I could use this Steyr with it. It should have more than enough horsepower, even though it's on its last legs. It's a big reduction. It's a what is it, 40 horsepower reduction from our last one. Right, we'll get back down now. I'll come back on. Okay, we're in the 6105. We've got the fuel drums over there. We'll just get this switched on first. I think I'm going to put soybeans in. And the reason I think that is because A, I want to do different crops, but B, if I plant soybeans now, then the month they'll be harvested in is the... Why am I trying to put diesel in with the seeds? The month they'll be harvested in is the month where the top price is. I could go with canola. The thing about canola is it's 2 months after. I think the growing period was 2 months longer as well. So I could put two fields of canola in. I mean, soybean, it's going to be over £1,000, isn't it? You would have thought, even on hard mode. Should I just go with canola? If I put two fields worth of canola in, and then the other 2 fields I can keep rotating between barley, sorghum and oats. Should be alright, shouldn't it? Right, I'm just going to say I can't be on there. There we go. Comfortable 9 miles an hour. How refreshing is that? Yeah, I needed this months ago. Absolutely months ago. But this is why, before I bought the chickens, if we could have got to that 10 grand, this is why I would have spent the money on this seeder over the chickens. Because it's going to make our life so much easier. And, I mean, everything's better about it, isn't it? I know the width's the same, but power ratio's better. It holds more seed. It means we can go faster. It means we don't stop. Which was obviously one of the big issues with the other one. We've just randomly stopped. We're not going to use the fuel that we were using, because fuel usage was absolutely ridiculous with the last one. There's no slippage. It really is, looking back at other, well, Save Me Survival Let's Play I did on Jab Pine, just how much we took for granted. Even though we started with no kit, we started by buying new kit because there wasn't used machinery on there. But just how much we took for granted, just kit that actually works. Because I mean this, we're going to get done in no time, aren't we? I might put 3 crops of canola in, you know, 3 fields worth, just to get that really big payout in November. And then just keep rotating one field with oats and sorghum. I do need to plant barley though, for the chickens, don't I? I need some sort of other revenue stream, I think, just to try to carry on offsetting that loan payment. I was thinking about a second, possibly a second chicken pen. I need to put water in that greenhouse as well. Can't forget to do that. The thing that I don't want to do is put another solar panel in or another wind turbine in, just the same one that we've got. It wouldn't be so bad if we were sort of upgrading to bigger ones, however they're absolutely massively expensive. I could look at a second greenhouse. Don't know what our income is from no, we don't want workers on. Do that all the time. And we need to turn it back on. Oh my god. Right. I do that when I put workers on when I go to put it in cruise control, and I don't press the buttons down far enough. Then it'll think I'm wanting to get a worker on, which obviously we don't do on this series. I'm surprised it lets you, to be honest, because I'm pretty sure on FS19 or No Man's Land you could not use workers at all. Right, just that last bit to do once we've done this. The good thing about canola as well is you hardly use any seed whatsoever, do you? I've noticed that with sorghum as well. I'm thinking the next purchase will be a weeder. I think it's 9. Is it 9? It might only be 7. Somewhere between 9 and 7, 7 and 9 grand for the smallest weeder. However, if we do that, that means we won't have money for, say, another greenhouse or another chicken coop. I think initially we'd get more money for the greenhouse, wouldn't we? That would bring in more revenue. So you're looking at maybe €300 a day. And it's £5 for one we've got now. I think that might be an option. I'm not going to do it now. I'm going to have a think about it. Where are we at with weeders? Where's a weeder? Still couldn't see it. Where on earth are the weeders? There they are. Right, £9.5 for a weeder. What we need to do is that to come in there, really, don't we? Use machinery. I mean, this has been absolutely great. The speed that we've managed to get this done. If you can think of how long it took us with the last one. To the point where I stopped showing it, didn't I? Even on time lapses, because it was awful to watch. And what we're going to use, maybe 13% of our seeds here. Are we even going to get down that low? %. And look at the amount of fuel we've used as well. That's just unbelievable in comparison, isn't it? Right, I am going to do field number 4 exactly the same. I'm going to put a time lapse on and we'll come back right towards the end. Right, one more left to do. If we can find it. I mean, you can see we're down to 75, we might get down to 74% of seed left. That's fantastic, isn't it, compared to what we have been using. Again, just highlight the amount of fuel we haven't used. I'm just going to look. So it says now, weed grown weeder. The thing I need to find out now is if I use a small weeder, will I get rid of that? Or do I have to wait for the first lot of weeds to come up? I don't know yet. I'm just going to park, in fact I'll just stop it here. Let's have a look, see what's happened today. So we've got, obviously sold vehicles, we got just over 12,000 back for our spreader and our seeder. We spent 18 on new vehicles, which is the, what did we buy? The seeder, our new seeder, and what else did we buy? Oh, the new spreader, the second, well, not the new spreader, the second-hand spreader. Income-wise, we got €23,594 from the harvest, so I think it was well worth keeping them and then selling them when the prices were at the highest. With these, with our trees, I need to look back to see when we planted them, because they apparently have a 5-month growth cycle. If it's 5 months, then they're going to come down very soon because we need the money. And with that 12 grand that we've got now, at least a grand of that's going to go on another pallet of saplings for oak trees that we're going to put in as well. So that's the plan. Thank you very much for joining us, and I'll see you again in the next one.